want to come and live the dream in Spain? Well, today we're going to show you how easy it is to live the dream here and apply for one of the easiest visas everyone's opting for. And just before I start to tell you about this visa, I'm on the Costa Blanca Cura on a beautiful sunny morning, 24 degrees in November. And I'd like to thank all the channel members, all the people buying me coffees, donating to PayPal and supporting the channel. And let's crack on and tell you how easy this non-lucrative visa is and why they're applying for it. So yeah, lots of different ways of getting in Spain and living the dream. Of course, there's a digital nomad visa, which I've done a separate video on that one. We can see that one later. But now we're going to go through the non-lucrative, which you don't need to have any education at all. Basically, you just need to have a few quid in your back pocket. And go through all the questions that people ask or what you need to know, and go through the process of applying for this non-lucrative visa. One of the main questions about this non-lucrative visa is people asking if they can make an investment in Spain if they go for this visa. And the answer to this question is simple: yes, of course you can. This visa don't stop you doing that. You can make investment in Spain. But yet, any investment you want, you can do what you like in Spain. But what you can't do, you cannot work in Spain, even if it's for any Spanish company at all. And yeah, look at these, eh? Morning exercises. That's one way of chilling out. Basically, it does allow you to have investments and make investments in Spain. But yeah, not any kind of work. So yeah, there are a few more questions, and then we're going to go through the process and why this visa is coming really popular. Another question they're asking is, how long do you have to live in Spain before you can apply for this visa? The simple answer is you've got to be living in Spain for 183 days, and then of course that'll be your residence, and then you're going to have to start paying all your taxes here. And back again on the question, can you work remotely in Spain? And not just that, whether you can have any other kind of business for this visa. So yeah, it does state that even though you can't work remotely in Spain at all, but you can have your own business in your own country, of course, and have some kind of income. So the non-lucrative visa is valid for a year, and then you reapply, and then after a few goes of reapplying, after a few years, you can actually try and apply for a permanent visa, which is pretty good, isn't it? A bit like these women wiggling their bums. Yeah, this is a morning occurrence here on Cura, Costa Blanca. So okay, then we're going to go through what a non-lucrative visa really is and what differences from all the other visas you can apply for. So basically, this visa allows you to actually live in Spain and move about the Schengens, all the European countries, and go and come quite freely. And it's about having that right amount of money that the Spanish government recommend that you do need to support yourself to have this visa. So it's all about the foreigners want to come and stay here without having to do any kind of work or commitment. And that's what we're classed, non-EU citizens. We are foreigners now, yes. And this visa does give you the opportunity to come without having to have any work or do anything in Spain, because it doesn't allow you that. All it allows you to come here and enjoy the weather. And as long as you've got a passive income, you're okay to live and enjoy. So yeah, as you know, since Brexit, all these rules changed, and you can't stay 90 days. Well, this visa allows you to do that, and you can reside here as long as you like. Like I mentioned, you have to renew it, of course, because they want to make sure that you haven't done all your dough in the first year or so. So after renewing it a few times, that's when you can apply for this permanent resident, as it says. And out of all the 26 European countries, Spain's the one they're all opting for. They're giving out the most visas. Over 125,000 of these visas are giving out. So it's very attractive. You just want to spend some time in Spain, you can do this with this non-lucrative. Come and live the dream. Of course, this visa ain't just going to give you the free access to Spain. It's going to give you access to all the other European countries. What is this visa most suitable for? Well, really, it's really ideally for people that have actually retired and just want to spend the rest of their lives in a bit of paradise, bit of sun, bit of blue sky, and enjoy themselves and get away from all them cold countries and warm your cockles up here in Spain, I suppose. And of course, everything's cheap, good climate, makes you feel good every day. So for the people that are retired, obviously they've got this pension coming in and they've got a nice little nest egg, so it actually suits them best out of most people. And of course the old pensioners don't need to work, do they? So yeah, this non-lucrative visa is really ideal for the pension age. All the ones who want to spend the rest of their life here in Spain and not having to work again, yeah, that is the one for you. Definitely the non-lucrative. Of course, you won't have much problems getting past on this because most people will have the enough pension coming in, and you wouldn't need your health insurance because you'd have already had that, your S1. You'll have covered that, so that covers you here in Spain. So you'll get that from the tax office. So private health won't be needed because you'll be covered. So yeah, basically you'll have your nice little income coming off your pension and you'll tick all the boxes. But of course, there are other people that want to do this that are not retired and who ain't a pensioner, but they have got enough money to support themselves. They can still apply for this visa if they're in a position to do so. So yeah, we're going to go through what's actually needed. So like most all the other visas, the application has to go through your embassy, the Spanish embassy in your country, and then you'll either do it online or ring up and get an appointment to start the process, of course. Once you've made the appointment, that's when you start getting all your paperwork together. Once you've paid the application fee, which is normally 80 euros, and then you go along and you meet the old consulate for your appointment and take all the necessary documents that needs to be taken, which I'm going to outline what you actually need. And the whole process does take up to about 3 months, but it can be done in about 4 weeks. It all depends on your luck and obviously how many applications you've got to go through. And of course, if it all goes through and you pass it, well, that's happy days for you. Residency has been granted, and this is where you do all the next necessary steps. And it's the same as any of the other visas you apply for. You've got a month to collect the visa. If you don't collect it within a month, you'll end up losing it, and then you've got to go through the process of obtaining an NIE or a TIE, which is done by the embassy. Of course, if you don't want to do it with the embassy, you can do it when you get in Spain, because you do need this. This is your tax number, of course, for your bank accounts and everything you need to purchase in Spain. You do need the NIE number, and as you know now, it's a TIE once you're over here and you get the bionic fingerprints and everything done. People do ask what the TIE is. It's a foreigner's identity card, that's what they say it is. It's equivalent to our national insurance number back in the UK. This is a number that they know your name, everything is all kept on a database. And like I say, you'd have to go to the police station and get your fingerprints taken and passport photos and full shawady for that. So yeah, we're going to go through now everything that you do need to take to the embassy and what is required. So you would need, they say, a couple of passports, photos, recent ones of course, and of course you need to obtain a criminal record, and so that they know they haven't got a record, of course, because you won't be allowed in if you've got a criminal record, especially if it's a serious one. And of course documentation of medical care, which shouldn't be too hard if you're a pensioner. But like I say, if you're not retired and you are applying for this non-lucrative visa and you do have the sufficient requirements with the money that's needed, you would have to get a private health insurance here in Spain, and they do require a good cover as well. It won't be too hard to have proof of income because they would have their pension paid into their bank, and they'll have that to prove what income they've got. But if you're applying and you're not a pensioner, of course, same again, you would have to have proof of your income and show bank statements as well, that you've got money in the bank that can support you until you retire. So if you come in at a young age, you've got to have a hefty bit in the bank so they know that you're not going to run out of money. But there is a required amount of money they do expect that you should be having in your bank each month or coming in, the income, and this is what actually is required, and they call it the IPM. So it's the way they break it down, and it changes annually because obviously inflation and everything, so it does go up and down, more up than down. So yeah, this IPM is how they calculate what income you need, because every year it will change with inflation, so it will go up, it will never come down, so the requirement will change, and you'll need to have this amount of money coming in your bank, and they call the IPM coming into your bank of 400%. That's what you've got to be coming in your bank, and this is how it's set out. For instance, in 2021, for a year, you needed coming into your bank 564.90 cents a month. That was in 2021, which they're saying, really what they're trying to say is your income would need to be 2,259.60 cents a month to come up with 27,115 euros a year annually. And if you've got more family members, then obviously it's going to be a lot more, because it's another 100% more. So yeah, if you're coming with your wife, and of course there's 2 years, isn't there? And if you've got an older son or daughter, so the IPM is going to change, so the percentage is going to go up, and you're going to need more income. So that is the money, roughly, what you do need to come in for this non-lucrative visa. But of course, if you've got a good nest egg and you've got a few $100,000 in a bank, you won't really have much problem at all. You're past that. So the non-lucrative is really all about being able to support yourself and having enough money in the bank, or if you've got a little income coming in from the UK, going into your bank account, you'll have no problem. But they're going to want to see bank statements and going back to 6 months, even to a year, to see you've actually got the money in. I've heard stories where people say, yeah, I'll borrow you the money, and you take it out and give it back once you've got it. Now the money's got to be sitting in that bank, and they want it sitting in there, like I say, at least 6 months. So in 2021, just over 27,000 euros you needed to come and live the dream here on the Costa Blanca or anywhere in Spain. But yep, 2024, with inflation and everything, the price has gone up now to 28,000 euros 800, and that is what you need annually coming into your bank. But of course, with this visa, you can't work in Spain. You can just sit and enjoy and live the culture, and check out all these tapas bars like all these others. Live like a local. And like I mentioned, that 28,800 is only for you. Of course, if you're bringing extra family members, they're talking about another 7,000 euros for each family member. You'll have to provide your marriage certificate if your spouse is coming, and all the documents for your children, the birth, date of birth and everything. So it's all got to be all proper kosher. Everyone that's coming, they want to see it all down on the old system. Of course, if you're not married, it's not a problem if you've just got a partner, but it's got to be shown on the system that you are unmarried. Of course, it saves complications later, doesn't it? Really, it's all common sense, this visa. You're going to apply for it, sum it all up. If you sell your house in the UK or anywhere in England or anywhere outside the EU, and you've got a few $100,000, you ain't going to have no problems applying for this visa if you haven't got a criminal record. You can't work, you just come and enjoy the culture, put your legs up, and you can stay for a year, and then you reapply, and then they reassess that you've still got loads of dough in the bank, and then you can carry on for another year or so, and then you can apply for the permanent residency. So yeah, get it permanently done. So let us know in the comments below what you think about this non-lucrative visa. If you're just thinking of coming and living a dream and you've got a couple of quid in your back pocket, or you're a pensioner, you're going to have no problems getting this visa. It'll all be passed. Because say it could take up to 3 months. Generally it could take a few weeks. Once it's been accepted, you've got to get the ball rolling straight away, collect the visa, and then start getting your TOA-IE application running, because that is what is needed to come and live here on the Costa Blanca or anywhere in Spain, anywhere in the EU countries, because that's what it is, a non-lucrative visa. So that is the latest visa and all the application for the non-lucrative visa. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me know if you're going to be applying for this visa. If not, you've got the other visa, which I'll post straight up there, which is the other one, the digital nomad. So there's so many ways you can come here and live this dream. So if you want to know all the latest immigration rules that come out 2 days ago, I'll post a video up there as well. So yeah, let us know in the comments below what you think about these visas. Are you going to be giving it a go?